Welcome to Undaunted Fitness Flexibility and Mobility. Today we're going to be going through a full body stretching session. We're going to do 45 seconds on each side or 45 seconds if it is one solid movement. So typically you're going to do this for 90 seconds, but together we're going to do 45. So if you have time to do it again, go ahead and do it again so you get your full 90 in. All right, the first one we're going to start with is going to be your warrior pose. So I want one leg, toes pointing to the front, opposite foot, toes pointing out, palms down. You're going to lean to that front leg, look over your fingertips on that side. While you're doing this, you should feel that stretch in that inner thigh. If you're not feeling it, take it a little bit wider, get a little deeper into that stretch. But again, make sure you're focusing right over those front fingertips. For this, just hang out there. You should feel really good in this position. Feel nice and strong. That's why it's called warrior pose. You might shake a little bit. That's okay. All right, and from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift up. So take that back hand towards the back leg, top hand up and over. Now for this one, again, you wanna feel this stretch all the way down that side of that arm that's up. You can look up towards that hand, or you can look away towards the back leg, depending on what feels best for you. For me, I'm really feeling this in my lats, all the way down that side. Again, you can get a little bit deeper into that stretch, leaning into that front side. Just let this other arm kind of hang out there. All right, from here we're gonna come back up. Now you're gonna keep both legs as straight as you can. Back hand comes up, front hand, back of the hand is gonna come right down the side of your leg. You're going to come down to your flexibility level, so your hip is pushed back. For this one, if you're feeling like you're losing your balance, I want you to focus on taking your big toes inside your shoe and just turn them in so that they're digging into the ground to keep that balance. Again, everybody's flexibility level is different, so if you need to bend that front leg just a little bit, that's okay. This one you're gonna feel all through the back, and you're gonna feel in the inside of that front leg. And we can't just do one side, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and switch sides. So just switch your feet. Now your front foot is turned forward, to the side, and your back foot is out. So go back to that warrior pose, come into that, that side's really tight. Look over those fingertips. When you do this stretch, think about reaching that arm as far forward as you can and lean that body into that stretch so you get all that inner thigh. And just feel big and strong when you do this. This is a really awesome pose to be in. As you're looking over those fingertips, just get that focus. You got this. You're a warrior. Make it happen. All right, so from here, now we're gonna come back up, reach up and over. This side is super tight. This one's gonna be easier for me to look away, so look straight ahead for me because I am so tight. When I look up, it changes how it's stretching. So it's stretching too much for me when I look up. So I'm just gonna look straight ahead. I can also feel this in my low back. That's a good stretch after my workout today. All right, and now let's do our triangle. So feet stay the same. The hand that was up is gonna come straight down, palm facing forward. Other hand up, push that hip back, lean down as far as you can. If it's uncomfortable for you to do this without touching the ground, or you feel like you need a little support, find a book or a little shelf, some sort of step stool, and you can place that under your hand so it gives you that extra support while you're in that position. Okay? Not everyone has the stability to be able to hold this pose for their 45 seconds. Got a couple more seconds here, and then we're going to switch into the next pose. All right, from here we're going to go into a single leg down dog. So for your down dog, you're going to start in that good plank position. So make sure your shoulders are over your wrist. And then you're going to push back, dropping your chest between your arms. From here, you're going to lift one leg up and then let it drop to the side. This is a good hip opening stretch and chest stretch. So again, focus on keeping that chest centered between those arms. Just let that leg hang over to the side. The foot that's on the ground, you can try and get it as close to the ground as possible for that heel. All right, and then you're gonna come back down, and we're gonna go to that other side. So push back into that down dog, hips up, chest between the arms, bring the leg up, and twist it over. This one's definitely more challenging for me. I can feel all of this one. It's harder to breathe too. If you notice your back heel that's on the ground wants to wing out a little bit, just focus on bringing it back to center. All right, go ahead and come back down. Come back to your standing position. The last one we're gonna do is a forward fold. So for this one, I want you to get a little bit of extra chest stretch in there. So what we're gonna do is stand with our hands clasped together. So right here, you're gonna take that to the back, and you're gonna lean forward, pushing your hips back. Try and keep your head in line with your tailbone the whole time. Just focus on folding. Again, your gaze, so your eyes should be 45 degrees out in front. Slight bend in the knees, pushing the hips back, pulling the arms up as far as you can. You're just gonna hang out there. When you feel the stretch in your legs start to loosen up a little bit, then you can straighten the legs a little bit more. All right, release those arms. Take the hands to the knees, tuck the hips in, and slowly curl it all the way up. Turn, step out, deep breath in, arms up, and out. Great job today.